So you have a 23-month-old. You are probably tired and busy chasing them around. In this video, I'm gonna give you a couple of different skills that you can work on with your 23-month-old that are developmentally appropriate. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Jenny, certified teacher, doctoral student, and mom of 2 girls, Alice, my newly 2-year-old, and Mina, my 8-month-old. In this video, I'm going to be telling you a couple of different skills that you can work on with your 23-month-old based on the Ages and Stages Questionnaire. If you've never heard of the Ages and Stages Questionnaire, it is the gold standard for developmental milestone screening and also identifying possible delays. While there is no 23-month milestone list for the Ages and Stages Questionnaire, all of the different skills I'm going to mention are things you will see next month on the 24-month Ages and Stages Questionnaire. Hence why I feel it is great to work on these now. So let's talk about the first section, which is communication skills. One of the first things that you're going to work on this month with your little one is making 2 to 3 word sentences. You should start to hear your little one making 2 to 3 word short sentences or short phrases that you are able to understand. So as long as they are 2 separate thoughts that they put together, then that is considered a 2 to 3 word sentence.
Waking up.
Waking up, yes, she is waking up. What is the gorilla doing? Yeah.
Open the door.
Open the door. Yes, he is opening the door. Something that is not considered a 2 to 3 word sentence is something like bye-bye or all gone. Those are kind of phrases that mean the same thing, so they're not considered separate thoughts. But if your little one says dada gone or go outside, those are 2 different ideas that your little one is putting together. So for this, I just model it, or I will take what my little one said and I will add a word. So if Alice says outside, I'll say, oh, you want to go outside? Go outside? So basically kind of adding a little bit of scaffolding to it is really helpful to your 23-month-old. And soon you will be hearing them speaking in small sentences, and it's incredible. The next thing that you're going to work on as far as communication goes is pointing to a picture and asking, what's this? Your little one should be able to identify at least one as of 24 months. So start practicing now and seeing how many things they can identify. What is this?
Gorilla.
Gorilla. Good job. Alice, what is this?
Lion.
Lion. Alice, what is this?
Rhino.
That's not a rhino.
Elephant.
Elephant, that's right. I find using high interest books is the best for this, but you can use whatever you want. It does not necessarily have to be a book though. You can also use a postcard or a photograph and ask them what's this from that as well. Okay, so let's talk about some skills you're gonna work on in that second section, which is gross motor skills. One of the first ones you're going to work on is kicking a ball. So this time you are looking for your child to actually move their foot backwards and kick the ball rather than just walking into it. In the past, it's been okay as a milestone to just have your child walk into the ball to kick the ball. Now you're actually looking for them to intentionally pull their leg back and kick with a forward leg motion. Yeah, kick it, kick it, kick. Kick the ball. Kick. Good job. What? The way that we practice this is literally just playing with balls in Alice's room, kicking them back and forth, and showing her what we're looking for as far as kicking a ball goes. The second gross motor skill that you're gonna work on is actually being able to climb stairs alone. So this can be scary for your little one and for you. And the way that we just practice this is I stand right behind Alice and I say, do you want to go up the stairs by yourself or with some help? And I would say 50% of the time she says by self. So encourage your little one to have a choice in the matter, and you will be surprised by the number of times they actually want to try by themselves. If they feel unsure, usually my daughter will actually change her mind and say hold hands. And so partway up the stairs, we will hold hands. Any sort of stairs that you want to practice on is totally fine. It can be stairs to an apartment building, stairs at a park, anywhere you can practice using stairs. And it is okay if they hold a railing. When it's by themselves, it doesn't mean that they don't get to hold onto a railing. It's just that they're able to do it without you physically helping them up the stairs. Okay, so the next section that you are going to be working on is fine motor skills. For fine motor skills this month, the first skill you're going to work on is stringing beads. So typically the best way to do this is actually to use penne pasta or wagon wheels because they have larger holes, and I like to string them onto something like a pipe cleaner, which has a little bit more structure to it. So how I will practice with Alice is I will first show her how I do it, and then I will give her the pieces and let her try to figure out how to do it herself. Okay, you have a pipe cleaner. Put the pasta on the pipe cleaner, like this. Okay? Here's this, and here's the pasta. Yes, just like that. You did it! Push, push, push. It does take some practice and it can frustrate your toddler, so just try to make it as fun as you can. And if they can't get it, help them out. The second fine motor skill that you are going to work on is stacking blocks about 1 inch in size. You're looking for them to be able to stack about 6 or 7 blocks, which is a lot of blocks and takes a lot of practice. Initially when I saw this skill, I thought, oh, 7 blocks, that's nothing, it's fine. But once you get up to that point of 7 blocks, it really takes a very delicate hand to put it there without knocking the whole thing down. Good job. Good job. Yes, Alice. Yes, Alice. Good job. Wow. I typically will practice with Legos because there's nothing in this milestone that says you cannot use Legos. It's just that they have to be able to do it by themselves. So I will use those larger Lego Duplo blocks and let her try to make a stack that way that does not fall down. So the next section you're going to look for skills to work on is problem-solving skills. The first one is to get your child to practice putting things where they go. So for example, you can hand them something and say, where does this go? For us, one of the ones that we've been using for, it seems like forever at this point, is when she's ready for bath time, she'll take off her pajamas or dress or whatever she has on, and I will hand her the clothes and I will say, Alice, where does this go? Where does the baby go? Where does she go? Can you put her back? That's right. And she will take it to the laundry basket. So you're really looking for them to be able to figure out what this thing is and where it belongs. Same thing, another way to do that is maybe with blocks. If your child has blocks that they play with and you keep them all in a bag, for example, take a block and put it outside of the bag and then say, where does this go? You can hold it up or you can point to it and say, where does this go? And see if your little one can figure out putting that block back into the bag. There's a lot of different ways to do this, and hey, it's really helpful, especially when it's cleanup time and you need help cleaning up all the toys that your toddler has scattered around your house. The second skill that you're going to work on, and this one is a blessing and a curse, is finding a chair or something to stand on in order to get an object that they want. This is typically going to be something that is out of reach. That's right. Get the babies. So you're looking for them to problem solve, pulling a chair where it needs to go and then standing on the chair to get something that is out of reach.
Push the button.
Yeah, push the button. Don't fall. Uh-oh.
You're gonna fall down.
You're gonna fall down, yes. That is what Mama says to you. This one is, Alice is very good at this one to a fault because she will now climb on the chairs all she wants and anything that's left on the table is fair game. However, it is a milestone of problem solving. So maybe you can practice this in controlled ways and have things they are allowed to climb on and have something fun that's on the table or on the surface that they can get as a cool reward. The last section of the Ages and Stages questionnaire that has skills that you're going to work on this month is personal social skills. So the first one that you should start practicing, and I say start now because this one can be complicated, and for me it actually required a bit of rewiring of my brain of how I spoke to my child, and that is shifting from saying your name in third person to actually using pronouns like I, you, me. So for me, I oftentimes when I talk to Alice, I'd say, oh, that's mama's drink. Now I'm saying, that's my drink. Not your drink, Alice, that's my drink. Or, hey, Alice, it's my turn now. You can have a turn once I have a turn.
Mama waiting.
Mama writing. Yes, I am writing. Writing for Sissy? I'm actually writing for you.
For me.
That's right.
I'm typing.
That's right. It is very hard to explicitly teach pronouns because what I've found is that sometimes Alice will say your turn when she means my turn. There's no real way for me to do that other than to basically give a positive affirmation when she uses it correctly. So if she says my turn, I'll say, yes, Alice, that's right, it is your turn. So that's kind of the way that I try to address that. But again, this is a skill that's tough to teach. So start practicing now and start using first person now. That way, when they're 2, it's less of a struggle for them to use it properly. The last thing that you're going to work on in personal social skills is emulating self-care. So your little one should be able to shave like Dada does, or brush their hair, or brush their teeth. You should be able to see your little one emulating things that you do that are practices of self-care. Can you come help me? Here, you mop, I will sweep. Can you watch me? See? This one is a fun one, and I always encourage Alice to practice brushing hair, including allowing her to brush my hair and my husband's hair and her sister's hair, and usually that will encourage her to actually practice it, especially when she's feeling toddler defiant that day. Both sides. One side, brush your hair. Other side, Alice. This side. So those are all of the different skills that you should be working on at 23 months old. There's several fun things to do, and there are several that are a little bit tricky to do. So I hope I gave you some ideas of fun things to do with your toddler, and good luck. Enjoy your almost 2-year-old. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.